I just got out of the hyperbolic time chamber with Dana White and Nate Diaz, and they gave me everything that we need to know for the next 5 years. So when you want to look like the diehard fan, when you want to look like you know everything about the sport to your friends for the next 5 years, you're going to tell them about these guys because I told you about them now. There's 9 people I want to talk about. Fully aware there's only 6 of you that are going to watch the video. So I'm going to do 5. If I get like 5 comments or some shit like, let me get 50 views, bro, we're doing a part 2. I really like this idea. But these are your favorite fighters in 5 years. Number 1 is definitely Esteban Ribovic. Every time I've watched this guy, the fight has been electric. Cannot express that enough. First of all, look at the stats. Everyone's like, not everyone. There's 2 types of people. There's eye test people and there's analytic people. Dude passes both of them. 67% takedown accuracy. Over half the time will really do it for me most of the time. 2/3 is really good. And when he's on the ground, he is a really aggressive grappler as far as looking for submissions, looking for finishes, looking for ground and pound and elbows. I mean, he's just ruthless. Really an aggressive guy. I don't know what I just started dying out of nowhere. He's knocking everybody down. Submission average, I feel like this is kind of flawed because he doesn't finish a lot of them. He's using most of them as threats to advance to the next position. Look at that. Look at that. Dude throws. You cannot tell me anything else. He is absolutely, this is my method. This is the proof right here. This is what I needed. They're trying to tell me that he barely throws up submissions, but he's got 5 finishes out of his 14 wins, 7 in the first round, 14-2. You're trying to tell me this guy can't submit people? You're full of shit. Full of shit. And you wouldn't even think about the submission game if you just watched these last 3 fights. I guarantee you've seen this knockout of Terrence McKinney and you just didn't know. You just didn't know who Ribovic was. Pause the video, go watch it right now. Come back. That shit was crazy, wasn't it? What did I tell you? I know. Anyway, this right here, this was fight of the night, guaranteed the second we saw it. I think it was, thought both, plural. I thought it was, I'm pretty sure this was fight of the year, 2024. This was an absolute fucking banger. Zellhuber came back in the 3rd round. It was dicey round 1, dicey round 2, like 50-50 both ways. Zellhuber's super lanky for the division. He's, instead of throwing hooks, he throws like some sweeping elbows. I love Zellhuber. He's more in the public eye, so I'm not going to talk about him. I'm putting you on guys we've never heard of, bro. I'm telling you. But Ribovic won this fight. It was the right decision. This was in the sphere. I mean, it was just chef's kiss, bro. Every time this guy's in the ring, it's electric. This right here, I personally believe this was a robbery. The stats were really close. I think the way Ribovic is, he's from Argentina, you know, he's Hispanic. I think that this was in Hackbreast, like, you know, Turkey or some shit. I think this was held in his homeland. Because this was also a good fight, don't get me wrong. Phenomenal on the feet. Great, very aggressive grappling. Both dudes shooting takedowns, trying to, like, slam each other down. Like, you just have to eye test this guy after seeing these stats. He's got 466. 93% of his strikes are to the head on significant. And he's got 5 submissions just out of nowhere. You're trying to tell me he never even throws them up. That means he's just the most effective grappler of all time, maybe? You have to go watch them, dude. I'm telling you. Very diverse, very electric, very athletic, very young. What is he? 28, bro. In 5 years, when I told you me and Dana White just got back from, me and Nate Diaz actually went to the past to get that '09 Sour Diesel. Me and Dana went to the future to see the prospects now. Bro, this guy's dominating. He's 33 years old. Max Holloway right now today is only 32, 33 years old. This guy is literally on the trajectory. He's been in the UFC. He's already been in wars. He's already had people that he's mopped. He's getting so much experience, and now it's his time to shoot up the division. And he's a guy I think could fight in like 2 or 3 weight classes. He's him! And number 2 is the goon, the dream, Chase Hooper himself. Goon Trooper, man. He's like an MMA sponge. He just learns something from everyone he fights and everyone he trains with so well. And he's gone up against a lot of different types of guys. So you've got the super aggressive grapplers, like Clay Guida, Jordan Levitt. Jordan Levitt's got a slam takedown. Clay Guida's literally like an F-150 engine. Like, he just goes until he explodes. This guy right here, he was butt, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. I heard a little bit of hype about him. I think he was butt. But we need to see him go up against a really, really good striker, which we haven't seen yet, because Chase has expressed that he's just better than everyone on the feet he's fought up to this point. Jim Miller was really solid, probably his best competition on the feet so far. But Chase utilizes his length very well so far against itty-bitty guys they've given him, a lot of roundhouse body kicks, a lot of Muay Thai front kicks right up the middle, and like we've seen, really, really long, really, really athletic and flexible, able to throw up flying submissions, really comfortable on the ground. This right here, that's what we need to work on. He's not powerful. He fights a lot like Charles. He's doing the Charles method right here, where he starts at featherweight, gets his ass beat a little bit. Except, if you look down here, he doesn't really get his ass beat. I don't know why you see, look, 16-3. He's never really gotten his ass beat. We're not allowed to see any more of his fights. They're actually gatekeeping Chase Hooper right now. But he is just capable of learning so quickly that at, 28? 25 years old, he's definitely got time to, even if he does have an ugly loss or two, or if he stalls for a little bit, he's got a decade left in this game before he starts looking like Michael Chandler. I mean, he's solid. This guy should have plenty of time, and with the lightweight division clearing out, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira, Islam's probably moving up. A lot of these guys are getting old or moving out of the division. This is a great time for him to show. I think if we can get him, I don't want to give him King Green. I really don't want to give him Bobby Green. And I don't want to shoot him all the way up to like a Michael Chandler again, because that's another grappler. I want to see him fight someone who's primarily a striker and see if he's able to do this against people of that caliber. Off the top of my head, I don't really know who I would give him. But I think it's time that Chase Hooper gets that like 15th ranked guy, or, give him the Anthony Smith of the division. Give him the guy who's just like ranked at the, give him Beneil. Beneil, I feel like he's got a fight lined up. We got to give him somebody, but Chase Hooper is on the rise, and he is number 4 in the world rank on Jerkmate, bro. I'm just kidding. Número 3, La Juala Ignacio Bahamondes. In case you don't know who the fuck this guy is, he's him. Google L. L is him in Spanish. Google Translate will send you to him. He pops up 2 different times. I'm trying to tell you. This guy is also electric. He's fought on the same card as Ribovic before. Spoiled. What can I tell you? Dana was cooking. Shout out Hunter. Right here. They don't have the Jalen Turner fight in here. I'm pretty sure because he retired. Submitted him instantly. No issues whatsoever. Got on the ground. Almost looked like he pulled guard. It was very ridiculously close. Or ridiculously clean. Every time we see this guy get in the octagon, he does something that I'm just not expecting him to do. He can throw up triangles. His front kicks up the middle are very, very quick. He's got super effective, super powerful Muay Thai. Look at everything right here. I'm sorry. Who? We've got 567 landed significant strikes amongst his 11 knockouts. Like, he's putting people out. Takedown accuracy, none. He doesn't even need it. He's the opposite of Khabib. He's the Carlos Prates of lightweight, most likely. If we see Carlos, look at this. Takedown defense is 86, though. You can't even get this guy down. And when you do, you're fucked. How many submission wins does he have? Jamie, how many submissions do we got? 2. I was thinking it was like 3 or 4. But he's so comfortable in jiu-jitsu realm. The aggressive grapplers he's going to get. Nobody. Look at this. I mean, who? I get it. The guy's fighting borderline cans right now. But you can't watch these fights and not see the potential. He looks like Wonder Boy on the feet and Charles on the ground. I mean, this guy is honestly like an evolved Chase Hooper. He is where Chase Hooper... How old is Ignacio, though? Ignacio. 27. He's 2 years older. He's literally where Chase is going to be in 2 years. So when Ignacio is the world champion and Chase is like the number 3 ranked guy in the world and you're sitting on the couch gooning, you're going to remember that I put you on game and all your friends think you're an MMA guru because you saw this video. I'm trying to tell you. He's just a very diverse fighter, very athletic, and he hasn't had a lot of time in the UFC because average fight, 10 minutes amongst all these guys. Decision. Okay, lately he's had a few more decisions. I'm not going to lie. But most of his fights are just really quick. I think I want to win now. I'm going to end you now. It's as simple as that. And you can't teach that. I really think that this guy is going to be a threat. Like I said, lightweight division clearing out. He's also got the frame to move up to welterweight if he wanted to. I don't know. Welterweight's got a lot more grapplers than lightweight's going to have, but I think that this guy could fit very well in both realms. Jamie, Google Talison's nickname. Jamie, can someone pull up Talison Teixeira's nickname? Yeah, no, I'm not even going to pretend like I know how to say that. But this guy right here, he's on your radar right now. Book it. I've spammed the word electric, all right? This guy's more like a rock type, okay? He just throws haymakers. This is like an untrained Francis Ngannou. This is a raw Francis Ngannou. What he did to Justin Tafa was, one, expected. Justin Tafa's garbage. Same with Junior Tafa. Why are those guys even in the UFC? Because heavyweights can't breathe after 6 minutes of movement. Understandable. But he just murdered him. And we've seen him in the Contender Series where he didn't necessarily display being the cleanest boxer or the best, like I just said, he goes 6 minutes without having a fucking heat stroke, but elite level hand power, which is really all that matters in the heavyweight division right now. You see Derek Lewis, you see Sergey Pavlovich. There's a lot of guys who can really just get by on that alone. He's young enough to where he can learn a lot of the aspects of the game he's missing. He's 8-0. This guy has not been in MMA for a long time. He's 25 years old, 6'7", 263. So he's got to cut. Well, I don't even remember what the cutoff is off the top of my head, but he's massive for the division, which is crazy for heavyweight. But he's got one of the longest wingspans, if not the longest wingspan in the division. Average fight time's a fucking minute. I just can't really see anyone in the heavyweight division stopping this guy in the foreseeable future, because you have that John Jones, Tom Aspinall, Alexander Volkov, because Alexander Volkov is better than Sorogan. Sorogan lost. And then you have Curtis Blades, and then you have literally everyone else. There's no one else in the heavyweight division that's worth shit. So, I mean, in terms of being like a real viable MMA, I'm sorry guys, but like, let's be real. He could be the fucking guy. He could be the one to come in here and just, if this guy learns how to put someone in an omoplata, I'm actually going to strip naked and streak at the event. Like, he's young enough to do it. A lot of the heavyweights are old, just sluggers. This guy's should be quick on the feet, able to move around a little bit, and just young up the division. I don't know, dude. It sounds stupid, but in the heavyweight division, being young and powerful is way better than being old and powerful. Just play off of that, bro. Just learn 2 different takedowns. Learn a judo throw and a double leg, and you'll dominate the whole division. I swear to God, it's that easy, bro. Please don't give me another fucking... I don't want another Sergey Pavlovich. I like Sergey. I don't need a million dudes who just throw hay bales at each other, bro. I don't need it. Like, I'm sorry. I would go watch Bellator. I would go watch Bellator if that's what I wanted. I don't want that. I want MMA. I hate that John Jones beat up Stipe, but like, I want elbows on the ground. I want spinning back kicks. I want front kicks up. I don't want old dudes throwing uppercuts for 4 minutes until someone has a heart attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the heavyweight division. It sucks. Takedown accuracy, none. Don't keep it that way. Double leg everything you see. For the next week, I want you trying to single leg takedown every stop sign you run into. Okay, Taliesin? If you can do that for 2 weeks, I swear to God, take over the division, dude. Jailton Almeida, he's really a fun little fresh. But he's a straight grappler, bro. Anything on the feet is really boring because it's just a jab and it's set up into a double leg. I want someone to knee him in his fucking teeth and make him stand up and learn how to strike. If those two need to train together and just fuse Goku Vegeta style and just make one Saiyan heavyweight. And I'm telling you, like, how old is Almeida? Jamie Poole, how old is Almeida? Cesar. Fuck Cesar Almeida. First of all, Cesar's a cheater. I can't stand that guy. Please don't be old. 33. Bro, okay, no. Get your reps in. Go ahead and win you however many fights you can, whatever. This guy needs to train Taliesin on how to grapple. And Goku Saiyan baby made right there. Like, I'm telling you, Taliesin's on the map. Shout out Pooh Bear, but it's the Butcher Bryan battle. I am biased here, I'm not going to lie. The first UFC event I ever went to in person was UFC Charlotte. He's from Charlotte. I was going to school in Charlotte. I'm from North Carolina. He trains in North Carolina. My buddy had trained with Bryan Battle before. Like, what? So he's definitely one of my personal favorite fighters. Shout out, bro. I'm not even going to lie. Shout out, bro. I've talked to bro on Instagram. He's a mad cool fucking dude. He's 29. I think he might have just turned 30. Yeah, he just turned 30. And he has not been in the UFC long enough for people to I'm confused on how people don't know about this guy. I just said that totally backwards, but he's been in the UFC long enough for everyone to know about him at this point, and he's had some really iconic moments. This right here, murder, killed him in the dude came out mad aggressive for no reason, pinned him up against the cage, threw a couple absolute chin flailing Pinocchio hooks, and he got chinned. He got beat up immediately right there. Here, now don't remember the fight. I'm not gonna lie, but did you really think the Butcher was gonna lose? Are you kidding me? Iconic. Everyone should know about that by now. This fight right here was super controversial. Some people were like, Randy Brown won that fight. Brian Battle was afraid. Brian Battle was not afraid of Randy Brown. Brian Battle pinned him to the cage and kept kneeing him in his body and held him there because he went, I said so. I want you to stay right here. Do something about it. Randy Brown couldn't do shit. He just stayed there and got kneed in the liver and elbowed in the face until he couldn't take it anymore. And he was able to take it. Shout out to him. But you didn't do anything. There was nothing. And a lot of people were complaining about the cardio. Brian looked gassed. So what? Him for 13 minutes. It doesn't matter that he looks more tired. So many people were genuinely trying to tell me that this was a bad performance, and I didn't believe it. I couldn't put it in my brain and take them seriously. Regardless, you see a little bit of everything here. Takedown accuracy, not the greatest, but he's already proven himself to be a submission threat. 6 wins by submission, and he's super aggressive on the ground, looking for ground and pound, looking for the neck, looking for limbs. He's going for everything. He's very well versed on the ground. Significant strikes per minute. It's his middle name. Condense it into a word. It's literally his middle name. Dude is a hook demon on the cage. He is trying to break your guard. Straight up. He fights like he's in UFC 5. Like, he's just dominant. He's keeping it close. He doesn't want you to go very far away from him. 4 by knockout, 3 in the first, 6 by submission. He's showing you he can do it everywhere. I might have lied. Might have looked like I lied right there. Significant strikes by position. I feel like his ground and pound's a little bit better than this. Sometimes these stats on UFC be lying to me. That's all I'm going to say. Because, some of the fights aren't even in here. Regardless, Brian Battle has gone through so many phases. Like, we've seen this guy be a heavyweight. He's a meme. You've seen him. I'm sorry, Brian. You've seen him get memed, bro. He's the meme knockout. Like, when he had long hair and everything. And now he is a demon. He is a cutthroat demon. I'm telling you guys, at 30, 35 is going to be the edge of his prime. He is going to be a welterweight. Brian probably will move up to middleweight, actually. I would like to see Brian move up to middleweight because a lot of the guys there are just as game as he is. They're willing to sit there and just go, really fight. I think he'd do really good in that division. And he did come in overweight for the last fight, but that could just be, hey, man, when you live in North Carolina, Bojangles is assumed. There's nothing you can do about that. But Brian has gone through such a weight cut in his MMA journey. Like, to start at over, I think it was like 300 pounds or something, and 290 pounds. I mean, like, he was a big dude to come all the way down to 170, have fights down here, and he looks shredded, super disciplined, super athletic guy, young into his career. When you go from being that big to that's not slim, but just toned down, you have so much muscle. You're so much stronger than the average guy at that size. That's why we see Volkanovski beat people up relentlessly. If Brian goes back up to 185, it's not like he's bulking to get there. He's naturally going to be a bigger guy. He is just, I think he would do really well. Even if he does have another fight at welterweight, this guy needs to be on your radar for a quick riser. Because he's one of those guys where you might give him somebody pulls out of a main event spot, or somebody pulls out of a co-main event spot against a number 4 or 5 ranked guy. Brian Battle's the type of dude to answer the phone and pull up. So you guys really need to be on the name. Look for just that name. Even if you don't know who he is, just remember the name, because it's going to show up in a big time moment like it has the last 4 fights. I'm telling you. And this right here, have you not seen the eye pull? Lusa was terrified. He's like, oh, I can't see. Because you were concussed. You were getting beat up. I'm telling you. You know about Brian, and you just don't know you know. You know? Regardless, that's going to do it for me today. Those are the guys that I really wanted to put on your radar right now so that you can look like a psychic type when it comes to this shit. I'm telling you, none of these guys are going to be flops. They're going to be fan-friendly fighters. You're You're going to see submissions, knockouts, fight of the nights, fight of the years, well, whatever something else is. They're going to hit the grand slam of awards. If I could turn those guys into a team, instead of fighting nerds, I would have my Gooner geeks right there. Over. I'm telling you, these guys are electric. Regardless, I need you guys to comment a little bit so that I can do a part 2, because there's a bunch of guys who are really young on the come up in the division, specifically those lighter weight classes. Shout out Tatsuro Taira definitely in the next video. I just didn't want to. The theme was sort of bigger guys this one, so we might go smaller next time. But specifically in that lightweight division, a lot of guys are clearing out. They're retiring or they're changing divisions. I think there's probably going to be a whole reset. The top 7 outside of Arman Sarukian or so, all gone. Even the lower guys like Beneil, those 10, 11, the 15 guys. Neil Magny, do you even exist anymore? Neil Magny, Jeff Neal had to pull out of his fight. Like, I mean, we're seeing a lot of these guys sort of fade off now. So regardless, I need to do a part 2, or else I'm just going to talk about it to my wall and go schizo. I love you guys. Peace.